What's up, movie fans? Today we've got a very emotionally heavy movie to discuss. It's called Girl in the Basement, which is a double feature release from Lifetime channel from their Ripped from the Headlines series, a series where they produce real life events that made the news. And this movie was released along with another movie called A Mother's Hunt for Justice, which is about a mother seeking closure after the disappearance of her daughter. This movie, however, Girl in the Basement, is about a girl in the basement. Don't? Just kidding. So there's this family of four, a mother and father who are married and their two daughters. The father slash husband is a tyrant and very abusive to the three of them, so they are scared of him. However, he is especially abusive towards the younger daughter. In Jamaica, them would call her him beating stick. So she plans on running away shortly after her 18th birthday. However, she gets kidnapped shortly before her 18th birthday and was held in a basement for over 20 years. And take one good guess. Who was that abusive tyrant who held her captive for over 20 years? Yeah, him same one. So there's a lot of incest in this movie. For over 20 years, she was abused and raped, gave birth to 4 children, one of whom died, and she even had to deliver the children all by herself. No help from the father, no nurse, no midwife, no hospital. Just she and her lonesome. She's tough, isn't she? Girl in the Basement was directed by Elizabeth Rome, who's an actress turned director. You may know her better as Serena from Law and Order. She also appeared in Miss Congeniality 2 and American Hustle 2014. However, this is her first time directing, and I would say she did a good job, especially in terms of lighting. She definitely captured the darkness and the whole doom and gloom feel of the basement and the atmosphere in general. And her close-up shots were also well done, as they definitely highlighted each character's emotions. It was written by Manya Boyer and Barbara Marshall and stars Judd Nelson as Don, the father slash husband, Jolie Fisher as Irene, the mother slash wife, Emily Tupper as Amy, the older daughter, and Stephanie Scott as Sarah, the younger daughter slash the one who was kidnapped and the subject of the story. For me, this movie was an emotional roller coaster. You really did feel the pain and torment and absolute terror of Sarah and also her children. You really couldn't help but sympathize and feel sorry for them. I mean, Sarah was just abruptly and unexpectedly removed from the world and placed inside a basement for over 20 years, never to see the outside again. And as for her kids, they have never seen the outside. They don't even know what another human being looks like apart from their immediate family. They have never felt the wind, the rain, or even seen the sunlight. They're just locked inside a basement with almost no air and always darkness. And man, that must have been terrible. And added to all of that, they kept getting ill-treated and abused. Especially Sarah, who kept getting raped, kept getting pregnant, and then had to deliver the babies all by herself. And on top of all of that, they had to always smile and be on their best behavior, because the simplest fault Don finds, he punishes them. And all this is a lot to take in when you consider that it's actually a true story. I mean, there were minor changes to the details, but not the actual story. Like for example, whereas in the movie, Sarah had 4 kids and one died leaving behind 3, in real life, it was actually 7 children and one died leaving behind 6, which actually was a very strange coincidence because she herself has 6 siblings, meaning it was 7 of them. So her father had 7 children, including her, and then had 7 children with her. Imagine that. So in the real life, things was actually worse than in the movie. Take a look at this clip, for example. According to interviews of family members and relatives, that could never have happened in real life. From the moment he enters the house, there's just complete silence and everyone is on their very best behavior. FYI, this movie is based on Joseph, Josef, Fritzl, Fritzl, who kidnapped and abused his daughter, Elizabeth Fritzl. Now back to the actual movie. The acting wasn't anything exceptional, but it was good. The score was okay. There's this song that keeps recurring throughout the movie. I like it. The editing, however, was bad. At approximately minute 59 and 53 seconds, there's this clip that repeats itself. I don't know how they allowed that to slip them and the movie to get out like that. However, it is obviously still worth watching, especially if you have seen and like a movie called Flowers in the Attic, as it is very similar to that movie. So if you like those kinds of movies, you definitely will enjoy this. And how did this story end, you may ask? Did anyone else die? Did they escape? Did the bad guy go to prison? Well, go watch the show and find out. Now remember, press the subscribe button, press the bell, and press ALL all, and leave a thumbs up. See you again soon.